Welcome back to Road to Success. I'm so excited to be joined by today's guests. We have Mario, the man behind West Ave Pizza, and Ed, the man behind Eddie F's.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
So we're going to talk both individually about the success that you've been able to garner on your own, but we're really excited because the two of you have recently paired up for a new endeavor. You're bringing your pizza empire, your seafood empire, and you're making it one. Where did the idea for that really come from?
You know what? It's a very popular concept in New England right now. Pizza and seafood. New England, believe it or not, is known for pizza too. And Eddie, you know, I know him since I was a kid. He's a childhood hero to me.
Long time.
We're good friends. You know, we're spending time at the track this year. We decided, you know, what we're talking about. You know, we should do something together. And he's got that location in Clifton Park, and we thought that would have been the perfect spot for us to do it. You know, try this new concept. You know, where we can bring, you know, the best of
the seafood
and the best
pizza.
Of West Avenue.
Yeah, so Clifton Park's a big spot, and I've been thinking about it. I was thinking about it, and I thought about bringing it in myself, but I'm not a pizza guy. Pizza is a special. You gotta have a special art to make a good pizza, and Mario does a great job, and so I've known Mario for years, and we've worked together in the past, and so we were hanging out at the track many days, and we just started talking about it, and after the track ended, September came, and it was a no-brainer. It was just, let's do it. Let's go with it. And you know, he's got the success down in Saratoga with the pizza. I still got the restaurant in Saratoga. I'm in the racetrack during the race meet. Mario's at a number of different stuff going on with him. So this is just another venture for us. And so who knows? We might be looking at Lake George come this summer, so you never know.
You both stay very busy.
Yeah.
Now tell me the new name for the establishment, and how were you really able to transform it to meet the best of what each one of you offer?
So it's going to be Eddie and Mario's New England Seafood and Pizzeria, and basically it's my menu's the same. I added a few things. We added like a lobster ravioli. We make a really nice red sauce, and we add a little lobster bisque to it and put a nice lobster claw on it, and that's going over real well. And then you know, Mario's brought his pizza, and he makes a great chicken sandwich down at West Ave. We brought 3 of those popular sandwiches up there. So his pasta dishes, he makes his own lasagna. So, you know, now we got the chicken parm, the eggplant parm. We got some nice specials going on.
Yeah. So we're doing specials every day. I mean, when we started, we were thinking, you know, oh, West Avenue and Eddie F's, right? Because I mean, both names are very popular in the Capital District. Mm-hmm. You know, his lobster rolls, you know, they've been undisputed. You know, pizza's debatable, but we're done. Pizza's debatable. Everybody's got their favorite. You know, you got yours. He's like a mine too. But we've done very well. We've been blessed. We just thought that it was too many names, you know, West Ave Pizza, Eddie F's, would have been too confusing, you know. Naturally, that's what you want to do, you know, when you want to merge, right? So people are familiar, because people are familiar with both of our names. And so since it's a new concept, you know, we decided to utilize both of our names, Eddie and Mario.
Right.
And
then with the
couldn't be any more clear.
The New England Seafood and Pizzeria. So we got a new sign coming. We got a different logo for this restaurant. So that should be going up probably in the next week or two. New sign should be up. And you know, doing catering. Starting February 3rd, we're doing actually bringing like a kids night to Eddie and Mario's. We got Twisty the Clown.
Oh.
Who's very local, popular with the kids, big following.
It's incredible.
So he's going to be coming
funny.
in 5 o'clock on Tuesday nights till like 7:30, and doing free shows for the kids, and he does the balloon animals. And so, you know, we're looking to do some stuff like that this spring and summer. I got that big area in the back we have. We're going to do some stuff out there. So yeah, we're gonna try to do some fun stuff for the area and be a little different for what we do in Saratoga. But yeah, Clifton Park, you know, there's a lot of families with kids there, and so I think we got a good concept, and you know, it's definitely something on the menu for everybody.
It's definitely a great opportunity being in Clifton Park. You guys are so well known in Saratoga Springs. When it was announced that you two were coming together, you both have fans on both sides. There was so much excitement. Has it felt like that excitement has translated into people coming through the doors? Are you seeing people coming in and enjoying it?
Yeah, you know, it really, you know, it's funny because usually this time of year, for my seafood, my busy season really starts like Ash Wednesday, whenever that falls, which this year it's February 18th and runs through April 3rd. I slow down for December, January with the fish for the most part, but since we announced and we opened up December 8th as the merge, I got people coming from, I don't know where they're coming from. We're busy.
Clifton Park.
Busy with everything. You know, I think they're coming from. Still, I had a lady.
From everywhere.
Two people pulled me over to their table yesterday and said, "You got the best seafood anywhere." We drive an hour to come here.
Wow.
And just our little trip when we say let's go to Eddie F's and get that seafood. So
It's flattering.
Yeah, you know what? It's
been great.
It's a very humbling experience. You know, it's like I couldn't dream our success. I couldn't dream of. You know, it's beyond our wildest dreams. You know, I see people. You know, we see a lot of repeat customers, and then I see people. When I'm at the Clifton Park location, I see people coming in and they're happy, and they said, "Oh, you know, I recognize him from Saratoga." And I said, "Oh," they said, "Yeah, you know, I've been driving. I drive to Saratoga 25 minutes. You know, now you're here," and they're excited. So it's great. You know, it's like we knew like we were popular in Saratoga, but like Clifton Park, we're a little popular there too. You know, so it's the greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah, you know, you don't realize until, you know, and then you see when you got a couple locations, people coming from, and you start really talking to them where they're coming down from, like the whole belly clams. Like people come from Vermont just to get the whole belly clams because they can't get them. And it's like we come here because we can't get them anywhere. So, and you know, Ipswich whole belly clams, they're the same. They're serving in, you know, Maine and Cape Cod. I get them in fresh, and you know, they're really hard to get, and I have them all year round. So, yeah, it's just you know, it makes you, while you work, you get up and you do it, and you know, that's what we do. We want to make people happy. Hey, you can't please everybody in this business a lot, you know, but you give it 100% every day, and
it's very rewarding.
You know, it is rewarding, and you know, it makes you happy when you see people happy and enjoying the food.
It's a great feeling,
you know,
when they, you know, they like something you create and they love something. You know, that's the greatest feeling in the world. It's incredible. It's like a drug. You know, it's great. It's great. You know, you create something that you love and people love it too. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
So you know, like the lobster ravioli I was telling you about. So when we put that on the menu, we wanted to come up with a sauce. So we took Mario's homemade sauce that he uses for the chicken parm and this and that, and then we threw in the lobster bisque. And boy, it's good. Yeah. Just, you know, we're playing with putting our stuff together and getting creative and saying, you know, like we do like the bread bowls now. Mario makes the fresh bread bowls, and we've been putting the soup and the mac and cheese in there if they want it in a nice bread bowl. And yeah, it's just different stuff we're just trying every day. And
a true marriage of both of your talents.
One, you know, I mean, like we still respect, you know, like Eddie F's traditions and West Ave traditions. You know, like those items are still, you know, there. Like he's doing his seafood, he does that, and we do the pizza. We do it the same way we do it. You know, like if you're from Saratoga, you're from whatever, you're familiar with that food's still there. It's still the same cook. It's still, you know, same consistency.
Same product,
you know? Same goes for West Ave. But then we have items there, you know, we have locations everywhere. But every location it has uniqueness, and this one is no exception. Like our pizza, we have, I have new pizzas exclusively for this restaurant. Wow. I have a pizza that I named the Eddie F, and we're using this sauce that we're using for special sauce that we're making, the seafood-based sauce, and lots of seafood in it. We have a little twist to the classic margarita pizza. We're doing the lobster version with it, but not with the red sauce the classic way. It's our twist, And other items, other items.
Is lobster, scallops, and shrimp on the seafood-based sauce, and that's been pretty popular.
It's
really been
it's really popular.
Pretty good.
But it's great. It's great, So it's like really it's a true marriage, like you said, or a crossover. We really merge both. You can get the best of Eddie's, the best of West Ave, and the new items.
Perfect.
And the new items have been, they've been accepted. People are very happy with them. We're great. We're very happy.
Chowderfest is a huge annual tradition in Saratoga Springs. Are you both participating?
We are.
We are. Yes.
We are.
Together?
Well, I'm doing Eddie F's out of Saratoga. He's going to be doing West Ave out of Saratoga, and then pretty sure we're going to merge with an Eddie and Mario's booth. We're working on that now. Not 100%. It's just hard. Might be hard for me because I usually am at Saratoga all day that day because I don't. He goes downtown with his Rodrigo City Center. Right?
So we have two locations actually. Like my West Ave Pizza. So actually, we were blessed with that too. We won it back-to-back years.
Really?
Yeah, we won it back-to-back years. West Avenue. West Ave Pizza is going to be at the City Center. Last year we had the honor of having our very own Ryan Peterson helping us out.
We love that guy.
Yeah, me too. A great friend. West Ave Chicken is going to be at the Night Owl.
Okay.
And Eddie should be
going to be at 119 Clinton Street, the restaurant itself.
And we probably will have a booth.
Eddie and Mario's will probably be down City Center.
For Eddie and Mario's.
We got to touch base with Discover Saratoga and see where they want to put
that's
us.
That's still to be announced. But
pretty sure we'll go.
If that happens, we should have 4 different shouters, 4 different restaurants. Arguably the biggest day in Saratoga, along with, an incredible collection of restaurants in there,
Yeah.
What are we serving up, though,
Saratoga, I'm going to
chowder?
do, I've done it. I did it a couple years in a row, and I didn't do it last year, but I'm going back to it. It was really popular, and it's on my menu now. It was so popular. I just, one year I took my New England clam chowder and my bisque and a couple other things, and I called it lobster clam chowder. So it's my New England clam chowder, my lobster bisque, and then I put chunks of lobster in there, and it's called New England clam chowder.
I've had it. It's good.
Or it's called lobster clam chowder. And
big piece of, because you put that big piece of the claw meat.
Yeah, so I think I'll just go back to
good.
that for Eddie F's because it's a very popular soup, and we'll get that out there again. And then, what are you doing? You're doing your ravioli soup, right?
We're bringing the ravioli soup back, which is, is our crown jewel. For West Avenue, and for West Ave Chicken, we're going to be doing street corn, Mexican street corn. And for Eddie F's, we're still deciding what we're going to do. We might do like a seafood, obviously, like a seafood.
It's going to be some kind of an Italian seafood soup.
We're trying, one of popular thing, obviously not from New England, but it's a San Francisco area dish called chopino, right?
Yeah.
And it's a red seafood soup kind of chowder, So I think that's what we're gearing towards for Eddie and Mario's. But you know what? We're just excited to be part of it.
Yeah.
Where did this partnership really form? You've said you've known each other for very many years, but when did that friendship really bloom?
Oh, geez, back in what?
Early 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Probably.
Early, yeah.
In Schenectady.
In Schenectady.
New
We're
York.
both from Schenectady. I'm from Schenectady. Mario's from Schenectady. You know, so good friend of ours, Johnny Asopo, he owned Prima Pizza for years. He just sold it back, what, 3, 4, 5 years ago?
Something like that.
Well, Mario worked for Johnny for 20 years, and I used to go help Johnny out just to, Friday nights I'd go in, and Mario was just a young kid then. But yeah, that's...
So are you.
Yeah.
So are
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we became friends.
We became real good friends,
became
and
good
you know,
friends.
and then I moved to Florida. I opened actually where the concept I brought here to Saratoga. I bought a restaurant in Venice, Florida, called a lady that worked in a seafood restaurant in Boston for 30 years. When she retired, she opened this New England seafood restaurant in Venice called A Bit of Boston. And she taught me all the New England seafood stuff that I brought here to Saratoga. And I just changed the name, but yeah, that's where I got started with this seafood. You know, people say Italian guy cooking seafood doesn't make sense, but it's
worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah,
They never been to New England, maybe.
But yeah,
Italians, it's a big community.
Mario does a great job with the Italian food. We got a big catering menu, you know, so we got a lot of stuff going on, and we're enjoying it, and we're just going to continue to grow going forward. I think 26 is February is going to be January for my side of the restaurant's been pretty well compared to other Januaries. Before I opened Clifton Park, I wouldn't even open Saratoga. I'd be closing Saratoga. I go to Florida for 6-7 weeks. Yes, I do miss that, but nothing like hanging out at Gulfstream for 6-7 weeks.
Sorry. You'll get an extra week. Don't worry. You'll get an extra week of Saratoga.
Right? But
Best place to be anyway.
yeah, so February should be a big month for us. We got a lot of stuff going on in February. We got starting on the 3rd. We got, I told you, Mr. Twisty, the Clown, family nights at the restaurant in Clifton Park. Then we got Chowder Fest on the 7th. We got Super Bowl on the 8th. Got Valentine's Day on the 14th, and then Ash Wednesday on the 18th, and then 7 Fridays of Lent, 20th of February through April 3rd. So that should be really good. And once Lent ends, then you're into the spring. So it just goes forward from there. So.
And then summer and track season.
We got track season coming up June 3rd or 4th, and 51 days of racing there this year. So.
Yeah, lots of racing this year.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
Beautiful, right up my alley.
One question I'd love to ask both of you is, being partners, but really friends for so long, what is something that you've maybe learned from each other that's kind of maybe impacted the way you operate in the restaurant world?
You know, I mean, we both are really dedicated to the business, and you know, like I said, we're always around, and we're not really off. If I'm not at Clifton Park, I'm usually in Saratoga. If he's not in West Ave, he's either at Clifton Park or he's at one of his other locations. I mean, it's a really, for anybody looking to open a restaurant out there or anything, dedication. You got to be dedicated to it. You're married to it. You know, it's just, it never ends with it. You know, you gotta. We've been fortunate. I've been very fortunate to have decent help that's been with me for a while, especially in Saratoga. I've had some of my people been with me 6 years, 5 years, and that's a long time. Mario's had people with him for a long time too. And
yeah, we've been blessed with the help too. That's very important.
It's very important.
I couldn't do it alone.
Can't do it alone. You got
Can't do it. He can't do it alone.
Shout out to our employees,
Right.
you know, because you know, it's just like any other business. It's like you know, the horse racing game. You got your trainer, but without his grooms and the backstretch help, the game don't run. You got to have those people. And just like in a restaurant, we got to have, you know, we got to have our staff. I got, you know, people that come in at 7:30, 8, and start the prepping. He's got people probably come in like 6 in the morning and make the dough and
bread.
this and the bread, and you know, it's just, you got to have good help. So it's a shout out to them, and that we appreciate what they do.
We have, we have a great, you know, we've been blessed in so many ways, including our, you know, our workforce. You know, I have a lot of family. I have guys. I mean, technically, you know, I don't consider myself, you know, an employer or a boss or whatever. You know, we're family. The majority of the people that work with us are family. You know, I'm extremely lucky to have my son, my sisters, you know, my brother-in-law, you know, and I have, you know, other family members that work with us too, and that's extremely important today. You know, I have him, you know, I have him too. You know, I mean, we may not be related, but it's important. You know, like his work ethics. You know, the stuff that, you know, they do in the community. You know, he's very involved in the community. I'm very involved in the community in Saratoga. You know, we're gonna bring that too in Clifton Park too. We're gonna be very much involved in Clifton Park, in the community. Not just our commitment to the community. It's not just bringing good food. It's other things that we can do. You know, we gotta, you know, just as the community is involved with us and they support us, we need to do the same thing back. You know, so that's important. I learned that from him. I learned, you know, and I've been blessed to have a lot of great mentors. You know, and you know, like I says, you know, to wanna be, you really have to love this. To wanna do it, to wanna be any business, you gotta love it, you know? And it could be intimidating. And even for me personally, as successful as we have been, you know, it's still it's intimidating when you doing a new location, you know. How are we gonna get the support? You know, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do that? And you know, the answer is yes. You know, there's a lot of support. The community will support you. You know, ask for help. You know, you know, help is there. You know, you love what you're doing. People will love to support you.
Together, you've created something special, and like I said, you guys are just getting started.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us
Thank you
again.
for having
Appreciate
us.
it.
Wish you luck, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week on Road to Success.